I'm still in London after my Lego store Leicester Square video that was yesterday's video. I've got a couple of hours to kill, and because I am the Lego equivalent of Homer Simpson when he gets thrown out of the all-you-can-eat fish place and then goes looking for more fish, I've decided the best way to spend those couple of hours is to go looking for more Lego. Just down the road from the Leicester Square Lego store, we have Hamleys, the biggest toy store, certainly in England, probably in Europe. Maybe not the world anymore, although I think at one point it was, but they've got a big Lego section. We're going to go and have a look in there. We're also going to head across town to Harrods, where they also have a nice big Lego section and a very nice sausage roll, which I'm planning to have for my lunch before getting the train home. The thing with both of these shops, and it's important to make you aware before we go any further, so you know what you're getting into, generally shopping for Lego at either of these two shops is a bad idea if you're looking for a good price or a good deal. You will not get one at either Hamleys or Harrods. Hamleys in particular, everything in there is going to cost more than regular retail price. Harrods is usually around regular retail price, but very, very, very rarely offers any kind of discount. So we're not here looking for deals. What we are hoping to find though is rare stuff that you won't see anywhere else. I've been walking around the Lego section of Hamleys in the past and basically tripped over retired modulars just sitting on the floor. There will be stuff in there we're not expecting to see. We never know if today's the day that they find a big box of their former exclusive minifigure in the warehouse and decide to put that out on the shelves. It's unlikely, but it's always possible. And likewise, Harrods, they don't churn through and rotate their stock very often. So retired stuff does just sit on the shelves and you never quite know what would have made it onto the shelf from the storeroom and back again at any one time. So we're gonna go and have a look at both of them. Hopefully find some cool retired stuff, maybe some exclusive stuff. And there's also some cool display stuff in both stores as well. So we're gonna go and check them out. And when you do come here, don't just head straight upstairs to the Lego section, because down in the dungeon, they have the Harry Potter store, which has loads of the Harry Potter big builds, which is very cool. I've noticed as I've been wandering around the store, there's lots of random Lego in the relevant areas. So we're in the Disney area and they've got a load of Disney Lego. They had a load of gaming stuff down in the gaming area. I hope they've still got the normal Lego section upstairs. I'm going to be devastated. I think this guy is new in the Minecraft section, not in the Lego section, but I don't think I've seen him before. Another random Lego build that I've not seen before in the Scalextric section of all places. It's definitely worth wandering around the entire store to find the Lego big builds. I don't normally explore this much because normally the place is rammed and full of kids, but I'm in here on a Monday morning and it's basically empty. So I'm getting to have a proper rummage around and finding so much stuff I never knew was here. Oh God, I'm in the train set section. Run away. This is not a drill. Run away. Well, we've made it up onto the 5th floor, the Lego section, and it looks like it's expanded outside of where it normally is. It's burst its boundaries. I know nothing about botanicals, so I don't know if any of these are older ones, but I do know that display is very, very cool. And they do have some of the newer release stuff in here, like Wally and Eve down there. These guys guarding the way in have been here since before I was born, I imagine. They're awesome. And then we've got more botanical stuff on here before we even get in. Oh, there you go, straight away, a little something for the Trekkies. I don't think this display was here last time. This feels like a selfie opportunity. I'm in Star Trek. Spock. There you go, there's an example of a retired set, I think. Captain America's shield, I'm pretty sure retired at the end of last year. And this is what I mean in here. I mean, it looks like it's been in here a while and it's not cheap, but it is here and it does exist. And that's what you'll find in this store, just random stuff like that clearly has been either knocking around on this shop floor for 5 years or has been out in the stock room and is so scuffed up and battered. I bet they'd give you a discount if you moaned about the box. They've got a nice little Star Wars display as well. And then the Queen is still here. I think she used to be downstairs, but they've shuffled things around a little bit. We have got the King over the other side of the room as well. We'll go and see him in a little while. But that one's been there a long time. And then we've got this big Lego Friends photo opportunity as well. And then you guys are going to have to be my eyes for the Lego Friends stuff, because I don't know if any of this is rare or retired. I'm just not enough of an expert on it, but there is a lot of it in here. And then we have the King. Nicely lit as well, very much set up to be a photo opportunity. But there's no one in here. Again, massively benefiting from the store being basically empty. Monday morning is definitely the time to come. It's Chuck. And then we've got the big builds scattered around everywhere again, including on top of the shelves. It's certainly cool theming. It's very much an experience coming here. Like I say, you don't necessarily come here to buy because it is so expensive. £98 for that. Although, is that retired? I feel like that one retired last year as well. £26 for the current advent calendar that's 20 quid in the Lego store. So you don't come here to buy, but it's well worth, if you're down at the Leicester Square store anyway, coming in here for the experience of seeing all the cool big builds and the thrill of finding a retired set like that one just sat on the shelf. Is that one retired as well? I know that one definitely is. That one might be too. And that is the coolest way I've seen the new haunted house displayed so far. I've got that spider. I could have the big spider lurching towards it. And where are those minifigures from? They're not part of this set. They've dug into their own archives a little bit there, I think. Got that pirate ship again, which can't be retired. I've seen that too often lately. But they do have a lot of the Main Street, the 3-in-1 Main Street, which definitely is retired. So I've got a few of them in here. And then a bunch of Harry Potter stuff, including, again, that Harry Potter Dots set. I think all Dots stuff is now retired, so that definitely will be. And they've got a ton of them. Got loads of them on the shelves. Again, I'm no use with dreams. You'll have to let me know down in the comments, but they've got the Lego City stuff as well, which it all looks like current stuff, I think. Some of it is close to retiring. The stunt stuff down the bottom, I think, is retired, actually. That's stuff I've been seeing in the Argos clearance shop in Corby for like a year. So I think that's retired. I feel like that harbour's retired as well. But all that stunt stuff is for sure. And then we've got loads of Marvel stuff. That Eternal set down the bottom is a retired set. I think the Infinity Gauntlet is as well. And is that the new Hall of Armour that came out this year? I think it is. But we've got some Avatar stuff just lying around. Again, retired. Got some Avatar stuff just sitting around down there below the Ninjago. Some random superhero stuff mixed in with the Ninjago as well. And then a cool Ninjago display. And some more of the little superhero mini build sets. That display is very cool as well. I like the way they include non-Lego elements to display the Lego sets. They did it with the haunted house. I think it's very cool on that set as well. I've got another one of these buses, but unfortunately it's not loaded up with minifigures. They do have some of the architecture sets though. Quite a lot of the architecture sets, in fact. I don't think any of these are retired. The French one must be close. I did say when I was in France that was retired because I found it at a shop and you all said, no, it's not. So apparently it's not. We're getting a new one of them in January. It must be going and getting immediately replaced. And that is a very, very cool Minecraft display. That might be the coolest way I've seen Minecraft displayed in a shop ever. And one of, if not the best way I've ever seen Minecraft displayed. It's a little bit wasted up here on a high shelf with the arches in the way, so you can't properly see it, and little kids aren't going to be able to see it at all. But it's so cool. I love that. Mighty Bowser's not retired yet, is he? I don't think. Or is he? I think he goes this year. And then we've got some more of the big minifigures. So we've got Sherlock Holmes, we've got Man in Hat, we've got this very cool Ninjago photo opportunity scene, and some of the more awesome recent Disney sets. When I came here like 18 months ago, it was literally down here on the floor. There was a little stack of like 3 assembly squares a year after it had retired, just sat on the floor. They obviously have sold them since then. But then we also have this cool display thing at the end that's got a load of space stuff in. In fact, there's a load of city down the bottom. Then we've got a bunch of space stuff in a very, very cool display. Some of the architecture sets at the top. And then we've got some Marvel, including some quite recent Marvel, and loads of F1 stuff. Is that the full range of Speed Champions? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It is the full range, and presumably the full range of the mini ones as well. And then a load more of the F1 stuff at the bottom. And then another little scene. I think they're holding a sign. You can see from the other side, you can see there's another one guarding the escalator down there as well. But this whole Lego area is pretty big in here. Plus it's next to the sweet shop, which is a perfect location for it. I don't think I noticed before that even the entrance is a Lego element. It's the big gate piece, massively scaled up. I don't think I've ever noticed in all my years coming here. Oh, I might buy a Nerf gun. What I've not been able to see anywhere in here is the Mattel Brick Shop Hot Wheels. I checked the Hot Wheels section, they weren't in there. They sometimes have some alt brick stuff up here, but it doesn't look like they have. It used to be here, but I've looked around the whole of the rest of the store and I haven't seen it. So I suspect they've not got them in here, which is a little bit annoying because I planned to build one on stream tonight. So unless I find one somewhere else, I need a new plan. I kind of banked on it being in here. And there's the Lego post box on the way out as we get back to the ground floor. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Well, normally at this point I say something like, well, I made it out without buying anything. There was never any chance I was going to buy anything in there. It's so expensive. But we did get to see some cool stuff. Some of those big builds are new and I hadn't seen them before, so well worth checking out, especially if you're into the Star Wars stuff. That Star Wars one was very cool. And obviously we did see some retire stuff scattered around on the shelves as well. And I know there are going to be some people out there into Dots and Harry Potter enough to make a special trip to get that retired Harry Potter dot set that was in there. So it's always worth having a look. And like I say, it's a 5 or 10 minute walk from the Leicester Square Lego store. So if you're making the pilgrimage to go to the Leicester Square store anyway, you may as well hop down there to go to Hamleys as well, because if not for the Lego, it's a massive, massive toy shop. It's one of the biggest in the world and it is cool. There's loads of stuff I could have bought in there that's not even Lego, but I have made it out purchase free. And now we're walking back down to Piccadilly Circus. We're going to jump on the tube and we're going to head over to Harrods for more Lego and arguably more importantly, a sausage roll. Apparently this is the new tradition for these more than one shop in one video videos. And it happened last week in Milton Keynes. It's happened again here. I've made it across the Harrods. It's now raining. It was bright sunshine 10 minutes down the road at Hamleys. But we are outside Harrods. The Lego, I think, is top floor in here. You have to go for a proper maze to get to it. I've never successfully got there first time, but we're going to go in and find it and have a lovely time. I basically came straight here this time, found my guy, and here is my completely deserted Lego section where we are basically rummaging for anything that shouldn't be here, retired stuff. We found the tall neck from Horizon in here a few years ago when it was sold out everywhere. So you never quite know what's going to be on the shelf. And unlike what we saw in Hamleys, stuff is actually normal retail price in here. So if you do find something, you're not going to save money on it, but you're also not going to pay more than it would cost in the Lego store either. That's cool. Have I seen that before? I feel like I have not. And that looks like that would re-brickable up very nicely into a modular building. They've got loads of them as well. That must be current. There's no way that's retired and they've got 10 of them out on the shelves. That would be bonkers. But it's just the kind of bonkers you sometimes get in Harrods. I do like this dragon. I'm not going to buy a big Ninjago dragon ever, probably. But it doesn't mean I don't like it. And they've got a little something for the Trekkies in here as well. We've got the big UCS Millennium Falcon at full price. Well, you shouldn't really be paying full price for that. It's discounted in lots of places. But they've also got a few bits built. The Notre Dame is built there. They've got the Great Pyramids, which, if it's not already retired, it's going very soon, as is the Vespa. And they've got the new Neuschwanstein Castle in as well. So they've got new release stuff. There's a lot of Harry Potter in there, including they had the big Hogwarts Castle, which you don't see on shelves in a lot of places now. We've got some of the snazzy new stuff as well. The Disney bits and bobs. Great set. In fact, they're both great sets, as is that one. They've got like the highlights of all the best stuff that's come out recently in here, which is cool. Plus a nice little assortment of London-y bits, because obviously we are in London. And then some of these massive Technic cars that you rarely see built in a Lego store. But I like to come here to remind myself why I don't buy them and why I never will, because they're just too big. I'd have nowhere to display them. They are enormous. Look, there's more examples here. They're just absolutely massive. What do you do with them when they're built? I guess you need some kind of way to hang them on the wall. I don't know what all this is. Kinetics. I was hoping we'd have some Mattel Brickshop in here and I could pick up one of the new Hot Wheels cars, but it doesn't look like we have. What we have got is that new Digger plus the old crane down the bottom, which is full price, but the box is smashed to hell. I wonder if they'd give me a discount. They'd give me like £400 off for me to leave a bit. I'd still be tempted. And then loads more of these vehicles. That's very, very cool. These bits look like something a hamster would run around in. And then we've got some of the Creator 3-in-1 bits on here as well. Nothing groundbreaking or particularly unexpected in here, unfortunately. The one thing with a place like this though is when you, certainly as you get closer to Christmas, as stuff starts to go out of stock in the Lego store, it's always worth checking here because obviously far fewer people come here because you don't think to come here to buy Lego. So it is a place where if you are struggling for stock for your Christmas shopping, it's worth checking out because you're not going to get price gouged the way you will at somewhere like Hamleys. You'll get price gouged for a carrier bag and a jar of jam on the way out, but the Lego will be normal retail price. Well, heartbreakingly, they didn't even have the sausage rolls. I did get a Scotch egg. I've already destroyed it off camera just as well because I choked on the breadcrumbs, and then a gaggle of pigeons ate half of my yolky egg. It was a complete disaster, which I'm very glad I wasn't filming. But no Lego purchases in there for me. Good to see they did have a lot of the recent stuff at actual current prices as well, unlike in Hamleys. So certainly you get better value in there. It's just a smaller assortment, but you still always have that possibility that you could just pop in and they'll have something in stock you weren't expecting. If we get a repeat this Christmas of something like the, I don't know, the Fortnite Battle Bus that we had last year that was out of stock everywhere, that would have been somewhere definitely worth checking out for that. I don't know what that set would be this year, but keep it in the back of your mind in case you need it. And if you do go in there, have a Scotch egg. It was very nice. I'm just really upset they didn't have the sausage rolls in. They were even nicer the time before, but I am going to have a slow trek back over to my train now. So I will say goodbye to you. If you've enjoyed this little random London Lego tour, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for loads more Lego content. And thank you very much for watching.